talk about respect.
Yes.
So go ahead. You take it away.
I read the last one.
I can't see.
All right. Respect. You need glasses?
I'm not going to get them out the car.
So respect. Respect, we eventually added on honor to respect because we realized that in marriage, it's not okay to just respect your spouse, but that you should honor your spouse as well. So we put respect and honor together. Respect and honor. Respect is given based on position and performance, but honor is given regardless of the position and performance because of the value I place on you, and the weight that you hold in my heart makes me not only respect you, but it makes me honor you as well.
Yeah, so for us, respect and honor go together.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying, and these are just notes that we jotted down real quick, to make sense out of it all, is like you respect a person maybe because of the position they hold, like on your job, even the government, you know, like in a courtroom. If the judge walk in, you don't know the judge, but out of respect
you gonna
for
stand
the judge,
up. You're
gonna stand up because the judge
no, you're gonna stand up.
the judge came into the room, and because of his or her position, you know that you must respect them. You don't necessarily honor them though, because honor is a more intimate relationship. It's like honor comes from the heart, in our opinion. Honor is based on where I have placed you in my heart.
Yep.
So I respect John because he's my husband, right? Because that's the position that he holds. But I honor him because of where I placed him in my heart. You know, that I love him. I want the best for him. You know, that I'm his best friend. That I really do care about his, what, babe?
I was talking to the
I
IT.
really do care about his future and how well he's doing. And because at certain points, I would tell John, like, even, especially in the beginning, you know, if this marriage don't work out, you know, I still want the best for you. And I would truly mean that. You know, like, even if we're not together, because of where I placed you in my heart, I want him to do well in life. And it wasn't based on whether we were going to be together or not. You know, just using that as an example. So for us, respect and honor is huge. And it's like if you violate someone by disrespecting them, it makes it really hard to function in any other areas, like it's sexually in your marriage or financially. Communication is going to be off. Like all the other areas can be knocked off by any one of these principles, but especially respect. And I think to the women, you know, the wives, I should say, respect is big for men. It's big for us too, but it's, to me, it's like,
no, that's,
and you
that's
correct me if I'm wrong.
That's a man go-to.
Like a man's thing is like, don't disrespect me.
Don't be disrespecting me. Word to mother. I am not going down that road with you.
Do what you gotta do, but when you start getting disrespectful, they will cut you off. They will tune you out. They will shut down. And I think they remember, you know, certain men where they are, they will keep account of the disrespectful ways.
Yeah, you disrespected me a lot.
So then you want intimacy. I can't talk today.
It's
intimacy with
spread your mouth.
Intimacy with your husband. You want financial oneness with your husband. You want to be able to communicate. Why he don't talk to me? Well, guess what? If you disrespecting him, there's no way. There's no way, because that's all that he hears. That's all. And you could be saying a good thing, but how it's coming out is so disrespectful. And that was me. That was me. Like, I would be saying really good stuff to John, but because of the way that it was coming out of my mouth, he would just be looking at me like, yo, if I was another dude.
But yo, you wildin'. Like, really?
He'd be like, girl, do you know another man would have took your head off by now?
but all right, so boom. Now that's good. You know what I mean?
But it's huge.
Yeah, but
respect is huge.
Of course, and I know that stroked a lot of egos just now, but at the end of the day, I had to become more mature and realize that it's really not about the respect. It's about properly communicating. Like, I was hearing her wrongly because based on where I was in life. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of men, they can run around and be like, yo, you know, I want all this respect. You gonna respect me, RESPECT and all this. But based on where you are in life, you can understand when you're dealing with someone that is having issues. Instead of you becoming combative and want to fight and want to argue, you really need to get to the root of it and see where it actually is coming from. You know, like because I honored her that much that respect to me wasn't really the key at the point. It's like, yo, where is
it wasn't
this?
A deal breaker.
It wasn't a deal breaker. So it's like, I know she loves me and I know she's not really disrespecting me, you know, on purpose to disrespecting me. But she's dealing with something at this point in life that I really need to be that husband, meaning that house farmer, if you break it down, to go and slide up in her, like slide up in her DM and be like, yo, babe, what's really the issue?
Yeah.
Because you tripping right now. Like we were just talking about apples and you went to grapes or grapefruits. And now you're a lemon, like.
Because I just want, back then, I just wanted to go off. You know, I was.
Because she was just mad.
I was mad, but it was about things that had nothing to do with
But that's what I'm saying. But here I am, when I used to get in my feelings because of the respect that I'm looking for, it didn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm still grateful to this day that you didn't respond to my disrespectful ways. You know what I mean? Because I don't even know if we would still be sitting here. It's like somebody has to be the hero.
Yeah, you gotta kill yourself.
Like somebody's gotta be willing to. We always say, and we learned this, that, you know, when one is upset, the other one got to take a chill pill.
Yeah, somebody.
You know, we both can't be irate at the same time, right?
Yep.
So it's like I thank God that even before we got those tools, that you were working them, and we didn't even know.
Yo,
what we were doing.
I ain't even know.
But back then, he was like, "Yo, you're tripping. You're on 1,000. I don't really know why."
Yeah.
He's like, "Sit down. Tell me what's really going on. Like, why are you really so upset?" No, because when you came in, he's like, "No, but why are you really upset?"
Yeah.
No, because you always no. Think about it. Tell me why you're really upset.
But other people will be looking for respect at that time.
Yeah, but
and it'll be a whole fight.
Yeah.
Because you so worried about her or him respecting you at the time that you're really not looking for the common denominator in this thing. It's like, yo, I know I didn't do anything. I don't know if she had a bad day or whatever, but I'm not going to jump in my feelings so quick and be like, yo, you disrespected me. Because once you know that you're on the same team, then where you place her or him, then you can't take offense.
But that's where that honor comes in.
But this is what I'm saying. That offense is a choice. People choose to take offense. So if you're going to always take offense in your relationship with your spouse, then I think you really need to go back and create or reevaluate where you're going to put each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I just wanted to, reflect a little bit on them times. And people see us now, and even wives that we mentor, and they be like, really, Ab? You was like that?
Yeah, she was a beast. Like, everybody looking
Wait a minute. We're not going to act like...
You were...
You had your issues too.
Godzilla. Okay?
Listen, Godzilla.
You was Godzilla. And I'm just like,
you're gonna be
are crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You had your way.
Yeah, you little Chucky doll running around here. All right, so boom. You want to move? You good with the respect and honor?
I just want to be clear and make it clear. We're going to hurry up. Yeah. That respect has to come with honor, because if you honor the person, then you will create boundaries. Okay. And even though I was being disrespectful, it was all mouth. Thank God it was not physical or nothing like that. But it was just my mouth. And that's the way I had trained myself to function. Like, if you did something bad to me, it didn't matter who it was. I was just to go off on you, and it made me feel better. So, if it worked on the street, it surely is going to work in my marriage.
Yeah, that was the Brooklyn of her. Everybody from Brooklyn, they think they... You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo... Take it easy.
But because I honored him, I realized that I could see how it was breaking his heart, really.
Yeah.
And tearing him down. You know what I mean? And I was like, wait a minute. I'm not in your life to tear you down.
Yeah.
I'm in your life to build you up.
Yeah.
and I see how it was frustrating you.
Yeah.
So it began to make, again, because of where I had him placed in my heart, the honor, it caused me to retract my actions and say, hold up, disrespect is not the way to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's a better way to communicate.
Definitely.
So.
And that's where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
So, boom. So we at, where we at? We at K for kindness. And we're breaking down marriage works. I know I keep coming back and back, but these are little principles that, you know, works in our marriage. We thought we would just share. So right now we are on kindness. Mm-hmm. And kindness, I mean, you know, it's all on where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? Like where your heart is, you know.
I love kindness because it's a simple, it sounds so simple.
Yeah, but it's powerful.
But it's a powerful principle.
Yeah.
You know, like just being kind in our relationship, I feel like even to this day, again, it's the principles that we work to this day. And kindness has gotten us a long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it's just be kind.
Yeah.
And for us, we got to a point where we didn't allow our issues to interrupt us working other principles. So like just because we might have been having intense fellowship about one issue, that didn't mean that kindness went out the window, willingness went out the window, oneness went out the window. We still work the principles in the midst of our intense fellowship.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
So even if we were having to be, you know, like practical, a disagreement, when it was time for dinner, I would still get up and make your plate because I know that that's the thing that you like for me to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop being kind. Oh, I ain't making. Oh, yeah, I bet you better go get your plate. You sit there. Get it yourself. See if I'm gonna make your plate tonight. And you know, ladies, that's what we do.
That just make it worse.
We do that. And men have their little things that they do too. You know, you've been getting her gas, but because she got on your nerves on the way home,
to the gas station.
You ain't go to the gas station. Oh, you ain't get me no gas?
Nah. I forgot.
Yeah, my bad.
My fault.
Figure it out.
Go pump it yourself.
It's like, no, you still gotta be kind to one another.
You still gotta operate,
You still gotta operate them principles in the midst of your intense fellowship because it makes everything come together and it really calms you down. Yeah. It's like I would get up, make his plate, we would sit down, start eating, and we would talk about something else. We didn't linger. That's another good principle. You know, like Jade always say to me, don't drag it. Well, that's the tool we use in our relationship. If we got an issue, okay, this is something we working on. It goes in the space of this is what we working on this week. And so we don't drag it into other areas. Nah. It doesn't become...
You start walking it. You put the collar on that thing and you be
walking it like it's a dog.
Like, yeah, you coming with me. Follow me,
all day, every day. It's all you want to talk about is the issue, the issue, the issue. It's like, you got to let up. You talk about it, have a conversation. All right, we need to come back to this. Let's go eat.
Yeah.
And through that, we eat, we still have other conversations, we still laugh, we still talk, we still able to
and enjoy that's because of placement.
One another.
Because if I didn't place you in my heart a certain kind of way, we couldn't do that. We couldn't get past that.
That honor, yeah.
We'd be dragging it. So yeah, kindness is just a thank you goes a long way, man. Yeah. Just thank you, babe. Thank you, thank you, hon. Thank you, thank you for still being you. Even though we're not seeing eye to eye, I still thank you for being you.
That's so important. Yeah. So important.
So now that big word, guys, we about to wrap it up, but that big word, that S as in Superman, which we will turn it into submission. When I was growing up, I just thought that the woman was just supposed to submit. Like I never really went on to the next verse. In that chapter,
the verse before it.
Oh, the verse before it. Like I skipped over that joint. You know what I'm saying? They were just like, wives, y'all gonna submit, and we just gonna run amok, and we gonna do what we want to do. We ain't gotta listen to you. Boy, how wrong was I? About the mistakes and even the decisions I made. By not submitting myself to her. You know what I mean? I've made.
So do you think like initially?
Submission, guys, at its best.
Babe, stop. Initially, did you feel like... Can I say something? Okay, a herb. No. All right, back in our day, we say a herb.
Yeah.
So initially, did you feel like a herb when you was learning how to submit?
Of course,
to me?
of course. Like my manhood was like on the fence with that one.
Womanhood was on.
I was like, what? I wanted to do that show enough joint. You know what I'm saying? When he was like catching bullets. What's his teeth?
And my favorite line when we first got married is like, "You ain't my daddy."
Yeah, you ain't my daddy.
I ain't gotta listen to you. I'm a grown woman.
I'm a grown woman. I go, oh, okay.
Stupid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I be like, and you ain't gonna talk to me like you my mother. Because, you know, back then, you know, my mom was like really the disciplinary, you know.
In your house,
in my house, you know, it's just like, boy.
But see, that's a good key.
Yeah.
Because when I would talk to you,
that's
then
why
you would
I used
hear
to be,
me as if I'm your mother.
Like you was talking to me as my mother.
Yeah.
Because remember, I think guys was really close to their parents who have their mother in their life. Mm-hmm. And those was the ones that used to give the spanking, used to this and that. You know what I mean? That's when Eb used to talk to me, I used to hear my mom's disciplining me. Like either, you know, trying to put me on, either trying to put me on punishment or telling me, what to do, and that's not right, and you do it this way. But I think
that's how a lot of husbands hear their wives.
They do.
And that's how a lot of wives hear their husbands. And so that's when we always talk about going back and doing your self-work. Mm-hmm. Not even going back, consistently and constantly doing your self-work. Because your husband could be saying it to you in a very nice way. Mm-hmm. But because you're still hurt from how your father used to talk to you, you just hear it wrong. Mm-hmm. We always say you hear things based on where you are.
Where you are.
And so it could be your hearing.
Mm-hmm. You could be hearing impaired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it's
a lot
like
of times.
You just hear disrespect as soon as he opened his mouth.
And I used to be like, huh? Say that one more time, like just to make sure that I'm hearing you correctly. I had to learn that though.
Yes, but that's the principle we still work.
Yes, I'll be like, huh, babe? I mean, how did that come across?
He'll be like, wait a minute, I need you to say that again.
Yeah, or I'll be like, wait, let me say it again.
Oh yeah, you'll catch yourself.
Because it be me. Like I just be coming off the cuff, be like, hey, da 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 da, and then I'll be like, oh my god, I'll be like, wait, hold up. This is what I was trying to say is X, Y, and Z.
But we help each other like that. That's another thing. Accountability. It's under submission. I'm skipping ahead, right?
Yeah, but read it. You want to just read it? Just
okay.
So we don't
submission.
Have to do that. Yeah.
What you got here? To God first.
Yeah.
Your spouse, and not only to each other, but submitting to being accountable to other covenant couples in your life. That's so good. We always say that you should find one or two covenant couples that are working the principles just like you and your husband, that you can submit to them as well. So submission number one to God, right? Because he is the core of our relationship. We can't have this marriage working if we are not involving God in every area of our marriage. So submitting to God first, then submitting to one another, submitting to not trying to have my way, not trying to have your way, but what's our way, right? We had to realize
we had to come up with a formula. We
had to come up with a new formula. You can't just come in with your formula. This is the one we gonna use. No, it's like, what's the formula for us? And somebody was going to say, you just made me forget. We had to realize that we were on the same team.
Yes. Yep.
Because, boy, initially, day one, first 5 years, it's like we was on opposite side of the...
Yeah.
And it's like,
and I was on the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I was on the defense.
You was definitely on the defense because you the one that wanted to fight all the time. And I'd be like, hey, baby girl. Those TV shows, guys. Don't take it.
Your girls, they are
my daughters. They are killing me with this B Simone. Not killing me, but you know what I mean. They're B Simone.
We really had to realize that we are on the same team, and I remember I would rehearse that. I would rehearse that, especially when it was time for us to communicate about serious issues and talking about things that I knew was uncomfortable for us to talk about. We would let each other know. We set a time that we're going to talk about this thing on Friday at 8 o'clock. Yes, we did. We make a point, and to this day,
we still make
out sensitive things. So that gives John to prepare. It gives John time to prepare. It gives me time to prepare, so that when we come together, we're not catching each other off guard.
Especially because Ab used to call me early in the morning when I talk about finances. And I'll be like, babe, I'm trying to scramble. I'm trying to get out the house. I'm trying to get to work. Now you want to tell me what's due, when it's due, how it's due. I'll be like, baby girl, you're wildin'.
Your kids are gonna cry.
Not today. Period. No, go ahead.
Yes, that was a good example, because I had to learn and I had to develop the discipline, but I had to submit to that request. You know, that he would say to me, talking about finances first thing in the morning does not work for me. Can we please not talk about finances first thing in the morning? And I had to submit to that. And guess what? I wanted to. That's the thing. I wanted to submit to it because I wanted not to win. I wanted our marriage to work. I wasn't in it to win it. I'm not trying to be
right.
Yeah. I just want our marriage to work. So, okay, babe, if talking about finances doesn't work for you, I submit to that.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning. I submit to that. And so now we definitely, well, it's been years, but we don't do that.
No, we're just giving you points on
just
how
an example.
We had to grow. It's not, these are not the issues that we struggle with right now. It's just, you know, what we have grown into and who are we becoming.
Because time is important. I mean, we're not talking about communication today. That's a whole nother topic. But timing is key. And learning the heart of your husband and knowing when to say things
and
to
your
him.
Wife, and your wife.
Yes. Yeah. But for me, I'm talking about from my perspective. Knowing and learning you. You got to study your man. Ladies.
Study your woman too.
Yes. Yeah. Study him. Know when it's the right time. You should be able to look at his face and tell it's not the right time for me to say what I'm about to say. And have the submission, a submissive heart, not to say it. Because, listen, when we first got married, I knew it wasn't the right time to say a thing.
But that's what I was about to say. You took the words right out of my mouth. Because I was going to say, you know.
You're a grown man.
Like,
you should be able to handle it.
Get your feelings off your chest. Get your feelings off your sleeve. Whoa. It's not man about up. That. Man up. It's like, bro. Really? Like, you want to do that?
No, that's not fair.
I'm like, yo, you're hurting me.
Not fair.
Like, this hurt. Like, you have to see that it hurts.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Please, I'm asking you. I'm begging you. Not now.
Absolutely.
Like, it's okay to say not now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not fair.
But just pick it back up, you know, when time permits. But don't allow time to be next year, next month.
No.
Make the time to deal with issues. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, being sensitive to timing is key. So submission in every area. It's not, you got to be willing to give. You got to be pliable, and you got to get your will out the way. You know, it got to become a us thing. Us thing. Not, well, how do you do it? No, it's how do we want to do it? Well, I do it this way. Okay, well, when we get to that point, well, let's go to one of the couples that we're accountable to. Right? I believe that God places people in our lives and that we should look. Bible says, seeking you shall find. Knocking the door be open. So you should search out for couples that you can go to when you have those moments of disagreement so that they can give you the principles to work and encourage both of you to keep working the principles.
Yeah, but make sure though that couple that you're going to be accountable to is really a couple that's living the principle. You know what I'm saying? Don't like have people talking to you with masks on and then when they leave out, they punching each other in the face. Like you got to really pray and ask God for discernment and
ask God.
You know what I mean?
He will show you.
He will definitely show you.
He will lead you to the right couple.
And so these are just a couple of tools, guys, that we use and you know to keep our marriage successful. Again, especially us being in quarantine now. If we didn't have these tools, you know, we'd be in here running amok, acting amok, you know, chasing each other. Go sleep in a den. Go to the car and sleep. You know, just leave. Go to the Corona. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but thank God, you know, we are under a great teaching. You know, where we attend and we get the principles. We work the principles on a day-to-day basis.
I'm just looking at the last thing that you wrote down here. It says accountability requires consistency and truth.
Yeah.
And that's so good.
Yeah, you gotta be consistent.
Be honest.
You gotta be truthful. You gotta
be consistent.
Yeah, man. And that's just a key. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like in the beginning, everybody is like, yes, marriage, communication.
Babe, it's so many benefits. I know we gotta go.
Yeah,
it's so many benefits in submission.
Yeah.
You know, there's a blessing in submission. We might have to talk about it again because there's so many good things that come out of submission. And when I began to submit to John, it actually gave me peace of mind. You know, because I was trying to be the man, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was trying to run everything.
She tried to put on a mini skirt and then throw some leggings under that joint. I'd be like, baby girl.
I was trying to be the man, but submission gave me peace.
Yeah, man.
It gave me security, comfort. It unified us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, it was cool for me to submit to John because it's like it took the weight off my shoulders, and because he was submitting to me as well, his desire became for me to be happy, and my desire became for him to be happy. So then it was like a beautiful mesh.
Because what happens is I kind of understood what God desire was for us under the covenant. You know what I mean? And
as the head too.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I had to.
But that's what I'm saying. So when I wasn't submitting to you,
submitting right now.
Babe, when I wasn't submitting to you, I feel like I was a hindrance from you hearing clearly from God. That's the way I feel. It's like I was praying for you. I used to tell you, I can't wait till you be the man of this house.
Yeah, I can't wait till you step up.
I can't wait till you step up. But then in my disrespect and ignorance and not knowing timing and not using wisdom and not having patience, I was really distracting you from really being able to take your position of seeking God for where we should be going because you are the head. And then when you realize, okay, she's going to allow me the space to do what I need to do as far as be the covering of this house, then your heart's desire was, I want to include, like you would say, my prayer is that when I make decisions, it's our decision. I want you to be pleased with the decision that I made.
But go ahead. Finish.
But until I submitted to you, you couldn't get there. That's all I'm saying, ladies. It's like, when you fight submitting to your husband, you are a hindrance. And you kind of keep him from getting into the position where you say you want him to be, but you're really the hindrance. So submission is huge.
I was going to say that here's a key for you married people, right? Your husband just want to be wanted. Like, stop making him feel less than, or he's not really
necessary,
you know, or comprehending things the way that you comprehend things. Like, that's where the patience come in at. Like, a lot of women or couples that we talk to, you know, we let them know, like, he just want to be wanted. Like, stop making him feel like he's not a necessity around the house, that you got everything and you can't wait till you do this and you get that. It's like, yo, just tell me what you need, or tell me what you're looking for me to do, so then we can become accountable to each other. It's like, tell your husband how valuable he is, and you gotta act like he's that man right now. You know what I'm saying? In order to build him up and to build his character, so that he can become who you're expecting him to be, or who God wants him to be. First, you know what I mean?
And I feel like us as women, we want to be acknowledged. We want to know that you see us. You know, we don't want to be just the cleaning lady or the chef,
compliments,
the person you come to for meals and to clean up your kids and make sure they did what they're supposed to do. It's like, I'm your wife.
Yeah, but you wasn't the chef. Like, I didn't come to you for any meals.
I didn't cook when we first got together.
Yes, you.
Who did all the cooking? The first.
We've been together 21 years.
How many years did I cook? A good
7. I'm lying. It was like 12.
15.
Get out of here.
Okay, 12.
All right, like, come on. Don't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we gonna wrap it up, guys. We gonna get up out of here, Johnny.